Exactly. True. 나쁜 기집애. All right.
Wow. Surprising.
Very surprising.
Yeah.
All right. Stephanie's in the studio with the ugly truth.
Hello.
Hello.
Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday.
It's Potato Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's our new segment. Obviously,
yes.
we're not doing Dancing Queen anymore. Now, just to kind of warm you guys up into this segment, the reason why we decided on this segment is because if you guys remember back, stop hitting yourself with the mic.
I'm like,
She's trying to adjust the mic. She's like, "Bah." I did that before.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I did that before. But
we
yeah,
make
so
mistakes.
when we had What's on Your Mind before with Minjin in the studio, we found out that Stephanie had a very bluntly honest side, but she's always like that as well.
Oh, yes.
When
Well,
she comes
that's
on
my
the show,
personality. I can't really change
she
it.
kind of tones it down. But we're going to try and pull that out of her again.
Oh, yes.
And we're going to have you read a lot of the stories, and then we're going to give them the ugly truth.
And I like the story today.
Yeah. I like the stories today, too.
We're like, wow.
Wow.
Okay,
I like it.
Me like E.
Okay, so, first one.
We're warming
Warm
up.
me up.
We're like, let's go.
Let's start cracking some knuckles here.
Well, hopefully, that our listeners don't get the wrong idea because we will be saying things that it's straight out.
Yeah, we're not gonna.
It's not gonna do like, oh really? Oh,
It's okay.
I'm your side. We're not gonna do that. So we are gonna say the ugly truth, the truth. So yeah.
Are you ready?
Well, I'm ready. Our listener has to be a little ready.
Yeah, so our listeners have to be a little bit ready for this one. So,
You like
first
it.
story.
Like it. First story.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually from Korea. ID Eugene 0524.
Okay.
It has been about 2 years since I broke up with my ex-boyfriend. Okay, 2 years. And I still don't have a new boyfriend these days. I feel like I want to go on a date so badly. What should I do to make a boyfriend? And what can help me to be popular among boys? Actually, I don't think I'm that bad looking. LOL. Okay, for 2 years, did you really like
Not
have a boyfriend, or not have a guy friend, or not
Have some friends with benefits.
hanging out guys?
Exactly.
It's like, be honest. Seriously? 2 years?
Well, okay, so this is what I found out in some recent friends. So this is from my Korean friends. So
Okay.
obviously this is from
Okay, especially Korean girls, they are very, like, they're used to 밀당. We say,
yeah, tug of war, that give
yeah,
and take.
the relationship, right? They try to do that. And, guys, they kind of enjoy it. But for me, when I read this story, I'm like, yeah. And especially when she thinks that she's not that bad looking. I don't believe that you didn't have any guy friend or any man in your life for 2 years. You're lying.
Okay, so Stephanie is questioning the fact that if you really did not have any males in your life. Now, okay, maybe she had males in her life, but not boyfriend material.
Exactly. She is looking for a boyfriend, like boyfriend.
Well, she also
Like a
asked,
significant other.
She also asked, how can I be popular amongst boys?
Yes. First of all, 2 years. Yes, I know that you want to settle down.
Okay. Okay.
Like, for 2 years, when you don't have a significant others, if you just have a friend who can just hang out with you.
True.
Yeah. You get tired.
True.
And 2 years is a long time.
Yes, it
And
is.
you will like to have a boyfriend who you really want to be available.
Yes.
Yeah. That's girls' mental.
No, yeah, it is
That's
true.
her mentality, yeah.
So, how to become more popular with guys? Okay, so
Oh, that, yeah.
I feel that this question is, I know that you want to be, okay, so this is we're trenching on very thin waters here, thin ice. The reason is because there's two different types of popular with guys. In what way do you want to be popular with guys? So, do you want to be popular with guys?
This is so interesting. Okay, go ahead. What do you want to say?
No, so do you want to be the type of girlfriend material, so that guys are just like, oh, I wish that she was my girlfriend, or do you just want to be popular with the guys?
Oh,
this is
good
the
point.
this is the big question here.
Difference.
Very big difference. Because guys differentiate girls who are girlfriend material and then just popular girls. There's a big difference.
Because if you want just to be a popular, then
there's many things to do to be popular.
Exactly. But to be like, if you put yourself like everything, and you know, like you have to like wait, how to say it? You have to it's like satisfaction. Like if you want to be available for your boyfriend, then you have to do your best, like full in, right? Then that's a different than a popular, just to become a popular girl. So.
Okay, so for our listener, Eugene0524, you think that you're not that bad looking. So if you want to be popular amongst guys, it's simple. Wear a short skirt and a very revealing top. But if you want to be girlfriend material,
right.
Guys, especially in Korea, they like looking, but when it's their girlfriend, they don't want that kind of a sexy, too much revealing type of a girlfriend.
Yeah, just do it in front of your boyfriend.
Yeah. So that's why I keep asking you the difference between how you want to be popular. Because if you want to be popular, I mean, with past experience between Stephanie and I, go to a club and start, shaking your hips. You're going to become popular.
Oh, yes.
Very popular. Within a split second. All eyes are going to be on you very, very soon. But it's the difference of what kind of popularity that you want.
Yeah, but, to make sure that if you want to be just popular, or you just want to have guys who just want to, hang out, then don't be too available. You have to be a little sassy.
Okay.
Yeah, don't give.
Be hard to get. So kind of be hard to get. So
yes.
Okay. Hard to get. And you really want a boyfriend right now because you want to settle down. It's been about 2 years since you've been dating somebody. I can see that, that could be, you might have friends or not. And you now want some type of guy to be like boyfriend material.
Right. And she said she wants to date a guy really badly. So, yeah, go for very, true hard. It's hard to tell, but you have to spend time with the guy who you really want to date or be,
I found out something very similar with a lot of my friends. They don't go out. They don't meet up with their girlfriends. They don't go to birthday parties.
Then you can't
They're not social. But then they're just like, oh, I'm lonely. I want a boyfriend.
Don't do that. You have to put yourself.
Put yourself out there. Put yourself out there. Don't stay at home watching dramas and videos all weekend.
And then you're like, oh, I want a guy who's like a Chongsong. Stop!
Exactly.
Stop it.
Stop saying that you want a boyfriend from like The Notebook when you're not putting yourself out there. Go to parties. I'm not saying go clubbing per se. I'm just saying that,
clubbing it's for the maybe just popular
vote. Yeah, if you want to become a popular person, okay, but just in general.
Yeah, finding your significant others at the club, that's not good.
Yeah, but let's say a mutual friend is having a party at a
like
lounge or something.
Party.
Go. Make an appearance.
Oh, yes.
Join something that you're interested in. Like if you have a hobby of cycling or rollerblading or going to art galleries, whatever it may be, join a club.
Yeah, and make sure to not look too easy.
I think that's the main point here. Don't put yourself too out there.
Yeah, too available. So you have to do some middle,
there's a medium line there.
Medium, not just don't go too much or don't pull yourself too much back. So you have to do the middle part.
So yeah, and I feel that being open to a relationship is a lot easier. So don't think about types, what kind of guy you want to date. I feel that if you're really ready to date somebody, I think
she is.
Yeah, I know, but I feel that they might, if you try too hard, you might lose it.
Exactly. Don't try too hard. Too hard is too much.
If you look at there was an episode for Sex and the City, and it was when Carrie, the lead character, she started doing this seminar for dating. So How to Date Men was the title of the seminar. And I
think she brought her friend.
No. So what happened was she went to the first class, and the the class didn't like her presentation.
Okay.
And so the next class, there was like, at first there was like 300 women, and then the next class there was only about 5 people that came to the class. And what she did was she got paid in advance for the seminar. And so she took that couple of $100 that she got paid for to do the seminar. She took those 5 ladies and took them to a bar. And
I think I remember the episode.
And so she's like, okay, to meet men, you have to put yourself out there. And so what she does is she's like,
just go,
yeah,
go
she's
ahead.
like, hey, that guy over there, he's looking at you. Go talk to him. Yeah, that kind of stuff. So
like, you have to change your personality. If it's too close-minded, it really gets me so nervous. But
you can't really do that. So, I mean, go out with your girlfriends. Get dolled up. Go out. Go have dinner. Have a glass of wine. You never know. A group of girls
you never know.
always attracts a lot of attention.
Oh, yes.
So go out with your girlfriends. Have a night out. You know, have a few drinks or go for dinner. Doll up a little bit and present yourself, and you never know, you might get somebody's number.
Yeah, so it's a good point. The key point here is to put yourself out there, but don't be too easy. That's a bad idea. And yes, and enjoy your time.
Exactly.
Like, don't be too stressed out.
Yeah, being too ambitious about it, you might lose a good boyfriend that might be in the near premises.
Yeah, and communication
is key too.
All
right, well, let's take a quick song break.
This is like the perfect song. This might be your future. So yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if you're that kind of a bad girl, but Bumkey has E-Sense of Supreme 2 on the track with 미친년에.
미친년에. Yep.
All right, we're back. It is the first day of Ugly Truth, and
yeah. So don't do too much. Too much work. It's like it goes to 미친년에. So.
Stephanie and I are just kind of trying to tone it down just a little bit because we got a little too excited with our first segment.
Oh yeah, second one is good too. All right, second one. It's from Tunisia. Samara 17. I'm recently realizing that my boyfriend is happier when he isn't around me. Wow, seriously? A whole week or even more, and I'm the one who's starting each and every conversation that won't last for more than a few minutes. I'm so heartbroken. I don't know how to talk to him about how I feel. I'm afraid that we will end up fighting. What to do? It's a long-distance relationship. Oh, my God. Okay, stop whining.
Really?
Yeah. Stop it. No, seriously. I think the problem, especially because I did the long-distance relationship for 4 years. 4 years of long LD.
Okay.
And it was crazy. And everything starts with a girl's whining.
Okay.
Because I'm like, why aren't you? Because I'm not the type of person who like really whines about it. It's like, why didn't you text me? Why didn't you? Or what are you doing? It's like I'm not. I try not to do that, but everything when the guys start to get little,
clingy.
Yeah, clingy. Not the when the girl starts to be clingy, then no, that will make your relationship worse.
Well, I kind of understand where our listener is because I was in this kind of situation too. It wasn't a long distance relationship, but I noticed that I was starting the conversations. I was texting him before. I had to wait 2 days before I got a text from him. That kind of stuff.
Wow, and you waited.
No, I waited because I was like,
nice.
No, but it was more so as, let's see if he texts us first. So I actually kind of tested how long it took for him to break away from his quote busy schedule.
I see.
And think of his significant other. So no, I just let it be. Wow. And after 2 days,
let it be. See? Yep.
No, but after 2 days, I got so pissed off that I was like, no. And so I texted him first. I'm just like, excuse me.
Okay.
Are we in a relationship here, or am I just,
Am I the only person who like?
And no, am I the only person in this relationship?
Yeah.
Because after a few days, it's just like, I know that you're busy. I know that you have your own life, and I know that after a long relationship, after a couple of years, yes, you guys can get used to each other. But if you're not going to put any effort into this relationship, I don't want to put any effort into this relationship either.
Exactly. But don't do that too often because then that relation will go, it will end. So.
Well, I feel
did you do that often? Like, did you, with that person?
No, because see, what was kind of astonishing to me was that the significant other was very lovey-dovey, always texting, calling. The guy was doing that in the beginning of the relationship.
He tried.
Maybe. And then towards, after about 2 years,
and
3
after
years,
the time go.
after that, it was just kind of like, I was there. I was this accessory.
Yes.
I was just, a chair in the corner of the room that he came and sat on every once in a while and left.
Oh my goodness.
And so
Guys, they do, they kind of lose their control. Or they try to do their best in the first few months or a few years, maybe. But we're not talking about everyone's, because everyone's different,
Of
right?
course.
But for your situation, it's, that relationship is not good, no good.
Yeah, so for me, what I did was, I decided that after a few months of that, I got really sick of it, and I just ended up breaking up with him.
Good.
No, but yeah, so because of that, it's just, if you're already in this stages of the long distance relationship where he's losing interest in you, or you feel that he's losing interest in you, there's a problem there.
Right. And when I read the story, you're very worried about the relationship. But guys, they don't like, they're not really texting people or like lovey-dovey. They can be in, the first few months, but they're not going to do that forever. So you just have to realize that. And especially girls, you want your boyfriend to be always available. But guys, no, I don't think they get tired of it. So, don't think that your boyfriend is happier when he's with other people. No, that's not true. Otherwise he will just say, or he will just be, totally lose the tension from you, but yeah, you're starting every conversation and blah blah blah. You know what? I think you're trying too hard, because I know you're heartbroken, but you have to like pull back a little bit.
Okay.
Like, don't push it too much. Otherwise the guys will not be, especially for the long distance relationship, you guys, trust will be the key of the relationship. But clinging, whining, no, that will not help at all. So
I agree with Stephanie on that point. Once a girl starts whining or grabbing something and constantly just pulling at it, it's kind of annoying. So I mean,
yeah, we're not saying that you are our listener, you are doing it, but it will start to do it, because we can see that that's like starting point.
It's a starting point, because see, if this is the case, if he said that maybe. To start this off, if we put this in a scenario where, let's say he's going through, some problems at work or at school, and, he's just tired, and he wants to talk with you and vent with you, but, time differences or whatever it may be, there might be a difference there. And if he was going to answer your text or your messages in his own due time, and before he even says anything, you're just like, why aren't you texting me back?
Yeah, don't do that.
If you start doing that, then it kind of ends up becoming a problem, because think about it on your side of the book. So let's say, our listener, you're in your boyfriend's, your shoes, and you are going through some really hard times right now with school, work, everything is not going your way. You had a bad week, you're tired, let's say you have cold sores on your lips.
Yeah, but everyone has that kind of,
they have that, you have that slump. You have that slump, and right then and there, your boyfriend is just like, so, what's up? Why aren't you calling me these days? And then, that stress kind of piles up, because at first you're like, oh, did I neglect my significant other? And then you're like, okay, I'll try and get back to them. But before you even get back to them, they're sending you more texts like, why aren't you getting back to me? What? Is our relationship going down the drain? So, like, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, no, but think about it. If you were in those shoes, you on your sorry feelings for not being able to be there for your significant other might start piling up, and now you start getting angry at this person for not knowing what situation you are in. So
the relationship, it has to be straight, it doesn't have to be dance one side. It's not one way, it's both way.
Exactly.
Otherwise the relationship is not a relationship. So yeah, I think you have to become a little bit manly.
Kind of like suck it up, I guess.
Yeah,
so to
for a little bit, and don't. it's sad, but don't be too available for him.
Yeah. I know that it's hard, but I find that if you keep a busy schedule while you are still in a relationship with somebody, that helps in the relationship because you're not at home thinking about your significant other 24 hours a day.
No, that's the worst. Oh my God, that's the worst thing to do.
Because Stephanie and I have been in that position before, and so
oh my goodness,
it's different because the love for that person still stays the same, but it's kind of interesting how women, especially, we work very interestingly,
and we go too dramatic. So
yeah, we start. How many of you girls? I think Stephanie's done this too. So let's say
I'm like, you know.
You're writing it down. You're like, oh my god. But let's say you got in a fight with your boyfriend, and you sit there for like 20 minutes, and you're just like, okay, if I meet him tomorrow, what am I going to say first?
Exactly.
And then you start drawing it out. He walks into the coffee shop. What are you going to say first?
But
how are you going to bring up the topic?
Out. Seriously, it's not going to work out that way.
You like
it's just your imagination.
You drop this whole drama. This like you become this like movie director, and you make this entire scene in your head.
Seriously, that's a girl's biggest problem. Seriously, don't do that. You have to chill out. Chill it out. I know you can be a good girlfriend. I'm sure you are right now too, but you're too worried. Don't be too worried because we've been there. And if that relation will last long, then it will work. If it doesn't, then there will be a problem. So sometimes fighting is good, but arguing, it's not going to solve any problem.
Exactly. Telling your opinion and, arguing about an opinion, that is healthy because you're having a conversation with your significant other. But when it comes to just fighting for the reason of fighting, just literally screaming at each other without getting any conversation across, that's a problem. But sitting down, talking, even if your voices get a little louder and even if your voices start getting a little harsher, to talk through something, to say, no, I think this. Listen to my opinion, hear me out, and then say something. Don't just bicker at each other and start yelling at each other.
Do you do that?
No.
You don't yell.
Even if I do, it's because what I said.
Because I never seen you fighting before.
It's more so that I try to get a point across, and if that point was not registered, then I start yelling.
Okay.
So, are you not listening?
Right.
Are you not listening to what I'm talking about?
To make sure that his attention. Yeah. Okay.
That's the only time I really get too hot-headed about relationships or even fights is when I'm telling a point, I feel that I voiced that opinion, but the other person starts talking about something that we've already accomplished. So if let's say...
yelling will not help anything. You have to calm yourself down.
Oh, yes.
Because screaming, it's... No. It's just like a big noise for them. And it's annoying. Then the guys start to ignore you. Don't do that. Don't scream. You have to have a conversation, not the fighting. But fighting, but not screaming or yelling without any point.
Exactly. And I want to give a little bit of a message to Samara17 from Tunisia. Don't be afraid to break up with this person.
Okay, then, yeah.
Don't be afraid to end a relationship with anybody.
Yeah. She's not saying then don't be too, too cool about the relationship.
No, but women have a tendency to be very afraid to lose somebody. Yeah.
Then you start clinging.
Clinging to them. So don't be afraid to lose what that person is to you. So yes, there is a relationship there. Yes, there's a lot of memories. Yes, there's a lot of years in between, or good thoughts, and you don't want to necessarily break a relationship, but there is a difference between being open about, don't be afraid to lose somebody.
Yeah. And you know what? There's so many guys who's very not good. Like they can be violent. They can be very, they'll have a problem. Everyone has a problem. But this relationship, especially it's like long distance relationship, I don't think your boyfriend is good guy, I think. Because you're not having any, problems with, oh my God, he's like hitting me or something like that. It's not that. So this is very good relationship. Just keep it up, but don't be, just like Ida and I said, just don't be too afraid to
break up. Yeah, don't be afraid of a breakup. Don't be afraid to be alone. Women,
he's a good
never
guy,
be afraid to be alone. There's no problems in being alone. Anyways,
no problem.
hopefully you don't get too far away from this person, but we have 홍대광's track 멀어진다. And then we're going to see you guys after
Oh my
this.
gosh.
We're back with The Ugly Truth, and we're actually getting a lot of messages from our message board. Kate from Korea says, Isak and Stephanie, I'm really loving the new segment. So much fun to listen to you guys.
Thank you.
And Chloe's agreeing with us. And then Helen sent in a nice message that I really would like to share. Helen says, Ugly Truth, if I can be serious for a moment, I love the honesty and openness in the segment. It's far more helpful than talking around the issue and sugarcoating it. The reply statement after reading the message is blunt and eye-opening enough to jolt someone into reality. And then the girls wind it down to the answer with a very down-to-earth explanation. I hope the show can keep things in this range and not have to tone it down. It's very, very good. Yay!
Nice.
And then we have Gabriela from Peru dropping by to say, Onni, your voice is getting so much louder and higher for the segment. You're so passionate about getting your point across.
Oh, yes.
Yes. She doesn't want me to calm down. And Stephanie Nabangizibe, I love your opinions. I love your opinions and issues for today. Keep it up. Well, I'm glad that our listeners are loving the segment. This is the concept that we were going for. We wanted to be as honest as possible without...
We've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
With our, you know...
We do this personally. Whenever Stephanie and I go out and talk with each other, we're just like, no. Yeah. What are you talking about? Excuse me.
Not only too, like with our friends.
Yes, with everybody.
With everybody. So.
Exactly. Okay. We have another message that
we do
is a little bit on the, I guess, beauty side.
Oh yes,
but it is a
cosmetic.
But it's it is a bad habit.
It's bad habit. Okay, so this is also from Tunisia. Scarlet Demo, that's the ID. Wow, a new corner, awesome. I easily get stressed and my stomach, and I have a stomach ache. Okay, starts aching. Then I start biting my nails. I really hate it so much. What should I do? Okay, biting nails. That's a bad habit.
I used to bite my nails.
I used to bite my nails. Like serious. I know this is like mentality. Seriously.
Yeah, it's when you're nervous. I used to bite my nails too.
Yeah, it's like it connects to the mental thing.
Yeah, your mental state.
Then how did you're not biting your nails?
No, I don't.
How did you?
No.
How did you do that?
Okay, so I actually learned the first time I saw somebody biting their nails was my dad. He was biting his nails, and I'm just like, huh.
Really?
I wonder what. I guess I was really young, so I was like, I wonder what that's like. And so I tried biting my nails once, and it kind of became a habit. So after you bite your nails, it starts getting, itchy, and it's all like rough and it's scratchy and stuff like that. So then you bite them again. And so it becomes a really bad habit. Bad. It's really bad for you because you get sick. But what happened was my mom, she saw my nails and she was just like,
I love your mom.
The next time I see you biting your nails, I'm going to cut it until it bleeds.
Oh my gosh.
And so I got so scared and I knew my mom was going to do that. So I just stopped. I naturally stopped biting my nails. I'm just like, oh, okay. I don't want my nails to bleed.
My grandmother used to say that, but she was, she's like, oh, always, oh, my little princess. And she's not, even she said that she didn't really go for it because I knew she's not going to do it. But actually, I used to bite my nail, but I fixed it with my own mentality.
Oh, you just stopped?
I just stopped and I started to tape my cuticles.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then now I figure out, when I do the nail art, we go to a nail shop and then, we do...
Get acrylics.
Everything. And when I do have a little nice, Manicure and the little, art thingy, I don't buy my nails because it's too pretty.
Okay, so I know...
So spend your money on your nails.
But yeah, actually recently, from what I know is they've come up with a nail biting preventing type of solution. So you put it on your fingers and it's supposed to be bitter.
Oh my gosh.
And so you stop biting your nails. But
taping will be better than just...
Speaking of biting your nails.
That's crazy.
Stephanie and I know one particular individual. She had a really bad nail biting habit. she put acrylics on her fingers. Well, her manager put acrylics on her fingers to make her stop biting her nails. She bit off the acrylics.
Oh my goodness.
And we both know who this is.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, you'll tell it after.
Yeah, I'll tell you after the show.
So yes, for me, because I earn my own money, and then I spend money on this
getting your nails done.
Okay. And I don't want this to ruin. So I always think about, even I do that without thinking, because people do that because it's a habit.
It's a habit.
But when you do the little art thingy, then when you look at it, you're like, oh, this is too pretty. I'm not gonna buy my nails. So.
True. And also, when it comes to biting your nails, if you want to fix it, after I became aware that I was biting my nails, you tend to look at people a little bit more detailed. And if I saw anybody that were biting their nails, I felt it was like, ew.
I know. Tape it and show it to them.
So yeah, if you see somebody else biting their nails and you realize, and yeah, if you find yourself about to bite your nail, like, oh, ew, ew. I don't want somebody to look at me and think, ew, disgusting.
Oh yes, we need to grow up.
Yeah. I mean, kids.
We're grown people, so.
Kids, they have their hands in their mouths all the time, but we're adults, so let's keep our hands to our sides, please.
Yes.
Our teachers used to always say that at school. Ladies, so kids, please keep your hands to your sides, like keep your hands to yourself. Because at a young age, guys and girls start hitting people and then they bite their nails and then like all that other stuff. Yeah. So yes, keep your hands and feet at the side.
I used to bite my nails till it bleeds.
So it was a process for me. I bit my nails and then I stopped and then I started biting my cuticles, like the sides, the skin on the sides.
Then you will bleed.
Yeah, and then you start bleeding. I know what you're talking about. So instead of biting my nails, I would bite the skin on the side.
Yeah, get the cuticles done, the nail shop.
Yeah, or like she said, tape them.
Yeah, tape it. Taping is good. Otherwise, you will just bite your tape, but not your nails.
Yeah, and constantly putting nail polish on, it does help because obviously nail polish does not taste good.
And also, it doesn't come off easily. Do the color gel.
Oh yeah, the gel colors that are getting
really
popular.
Acrylic or gel colors, because everyone does it, and then you actually it's hard to bite your nails because it's hard. This is hard chemical thing.
No, it is. Yeah. Christy says, thanks for the ugly truth. I missed your guys' advice, and I'm glad that this segment is back. Well, good. So before
we're not going anywhere, so.
Yeah. So before we go today, a few more announcements. So like you saw today, Stephanie and I are reading your stories, and we're giving you guys literally the ugly truth.
Yes, and we are giving you the truth. So.
Yeah, Stephanie's not coding... She's not sugarcoating it at all.
I can't do that. Sorry. But,
yeah, and so we've already got some more messages for next week.
We do, but for next week, right?
For next week.
Yeah.
But throughout the week, we would love you guys to send in any problems or anything that you want to talk about. Well, because today we talked about relationships, but we also talked about nail biting. Yeah. So it doesn't necessarily have to be about a relationship.
It can be anything.
Honestly, I've actually been having some friend problems recently. So
you do.
So yes,
share
me. So any of our listeners, if you've been having concerns about your friends, your relationship with your friends, tell us a little bit about that too.
No, seriously, do we have to close the segment right now? Because I want to hear your story.
It's too long.
It's too long?
It's too long.
Make it short.
I can't.
Okay, sorry.
Too many things, too many elements have to be told.
Bye.
It's like
details?
It's too many details to be told to sum it up.
Oh my gosh.
So, we'll talk a little bit about that next time, but, I mean, just like we saw today, it can be about relationships, it can be about, your boss, it can be about work, coworkers, anything. Don't forget to continue to send in your messages throughout the week, and we're going to collect those, and then we're going to talk a little bit about that on the show.
Yeah.
And obviously,
don't worry about your ID or anything.
Yeah, if you guys want us to keep it anonymous, we can. Yeah, just type in that you want to close it and then just say you want us to not say your name, then we can do that. If you have maybe somebody listening, we can keep it anonymous.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure,
just
no
keep
problem.
It quiet.
Yeah, we can keep it quiet. All right, well, I'm going to say goodbye to Stephanie and our listeners.
Oh, my God, this is so much fun.
Exactly. We've got a Romantic Punch with TGIF. I'm going to see my listeners tomorrow, same time, same place. Stephanie, I'll see you next week.
Next week, bye.